welcome to Cass Business School for the launch of the Entrepreneurial Way. I'm delighted now to introduce Yoganathan Ratheesan, the co-founder and chairman of Lebara Group, to talk through the Entrepreneurial Way and why he has launched this exciting new initiative. Thank you.
Hi guys, good evening. First of all, let me start saying a big thank you to for those who turned up this evening. Because when we first started with the idea of Entrepreneurial Way, I never thought that we will be able to collect this many students in one room and make it a reality. So without you, I don't think this would be possible today. So thank you so much. So about a year ago, I was in Israel for a business meeting, and I met a lot of great individuals who are in businesses and very successful individuals. But one in particular truly inspired me and also gave me the answers for a lot of questions that I was asking inside me. And the thing that I learned from them is that I know that in Tamil community that we compare Jewish community a lot, particularly after what has happened in the recent years, which I don't want to go into. What they have done is that not only they stick together, they help each other. They help each other in a way that they feed, but they put seed money in. If you have an idea, and if they believe in that idea, they won't just dismiss you. They will listen to you. They will put an initial seed money into their businesses so that you can build. When you build, you'll go out there and you'll start doing exactly the same. That's exactly what has happened for many years in that community, why they are today so successful in many areas around the world. When I listened to their story, and I was really amazed. And this particular individual, I mean, he was a great guy. He was a founder of a company called ICQ. I don't know how many of you have used ICQ in the past. Anybody? You heard of ICQ? It was the first instant messaging service in the world. So when I was at uni, that's exactly what we were using instead of Facebook and Twitters and everything else that they're used to today. And of course, they have sold that company for many hundred millions afterwards to AOL. So even today, part of AOL, ICQ is integrated for instant messaging. And he has introduced me to many other people at World Economic Forum. And we were there at this evening, on a Friday evening, and they had Sabbath, and most of the world's successful individuals were in that room. And Mark Zuckerberg's sister sang a song before the meeting. And he said to me, our community cannot get better than this. We are at the World Economic Forum with all the most successful people around the world on the table, and Facebook founder's sister singing. Then I thought, why can't this happen in our own community? When I set this up, a lot of people said it can come across as racist, or that you are closing yourself within your community. That is absolutely not true. I have helped many other communities through our foundation and also through our investment. And I feel that it's time that I give something back to my own. Hence why I call it the Entrepreneurial Way, but particularly focusing on Tamil community. Another reason is, many of our parents do not like us to get into business. And I'm sure you know that. They would like us to be doctors, engineers, accountants. I know I've gone through exactly the same. But when you talk about business, I don't think that makes them happy. I think it's simply because they do not understand the benefits of running a business. They only see the downside of it, of creating a business, the risk, the fear. And I wanted to come here and ensure, of course there are fears. You have all the right to be doubtful. But don't forget that on the other hand, you can also succeed. You cannot just see the negative side of something and let go of it. I still remember I did aerospace engineering, so another engineer to the Tamil family. Not a successful one, by the way. So I did aerospace engineering at Kingston University. Why? Of course, to please my father. And he always said, I have never managed to finish my school, so I want my son to. How many of you had a similar story? Go to university. So, which I did. And I picked a subject where there were more numbers than letters. That's the only thing that I could do. And passed the degree, fortunately. But then when we started Lebara, my father was so unhappy that almost at least for a year he never even came to offices. And I stopped telling him about Lebara and what is happening at Lebara, whether we are growing, whether we are not growing, whether I'm facing some difficulty. I never talk about work at home, simply because he hated it. He came to a launch of mobile services in 2004 in Netherlands. And then after 5 years, for our 5th anniversary, I took him again. He sat there, spoke to many people around the room, and he enjoyed the evening, obviously. And then when we came home, we were watching TV, he sat down with me. And he said, I hear that things are going very well at Lebara. And I was like, yeah. And by then, the way he understood that was, our launch event was at Ajax Stadium. So those of you who follow football, you know Ajax team in Netherlands. And at this stadium, which can hold 50,000 people. So somebody has explained to him, Lebara's success in Netherlands, you need 10 of these stadiums to accommodate all the customers that Lebara has, or the customers who are using Lebara in Netherlands. That's how he comprehended it. So he sat down and then he said, so you must be doing well. I said, yes. He said, so in his point of view, doing aeronautical engineering means me becoming a pilot. I don't know where he got that idea from, but that's what he thought. So he said, after all, it's good that you didn't become a pilot. I said, yes. And to me, at that point in time, it has taken me 8 years to convince my own father that doing business isn't bad after all. And at that point in time, Lebara was generating over $500 million revenue. So when you go back home with your ideas, and if somebody puts you down, let it be your parents or your friends or close relatives or whoever it may be, take it on your shoulders. It happens. The things that they don't know, they cannot support you with. And obviously, with good intentions, they try to guide us. They try to educate us. They try to get, advise us to get into good employment so we can be secure. That's all fine. But if you have a dream, I want you to follow that. If you have a dream, I want to be there to support you. It's a support that I never had when we started Lebara. I never had a single person that I could go to create a business plan. You would absolutely laugh if I showed you the business plan that we created in the first place. It was one pager. All it said was, we will sell this much. Out of that, we will make this much of profit. Out of that, 50% we will be saving. Obviously, Asian mentality. We'll be saving 50%. 25% we will reinvest. And 25% we will take our salaries. That's how Lebara was formed. That was our business plan. And I'm sure many of you in this room are far smarter than one-page business plan. In order to help you through this entrepreneurial way, we will be organizing, which you will hear about it later on from some of the guys. We will be organizing a session at Cass Business School, maybe for a day or two, where you will get to learn to build your own business plan if you have an idea. Whether you may embark on it now or in the future, and I'm sure that it will help you. Regardless of you will go through to the second round of investment phase or not. And I really want those who really want to, go after your dreams to attend these courses in February. You don't have to pay for anything, just turn up. I'll make sure that there are food in place. So the idea, I mean, you must have heard this saying many times. Given a man a fish, you can feed him for a day. Teach a man how to fish, you can feed him for a lifetime. That's exactly the goal of the entrepreneurial way. And I'll come back later. The goal that I have for entrepreneurial way is by 2020, I want some of you to get into business and generate a revenue over £100 million. You might think, is this possible? Is he dreaming again? And I truly believe that it is possible. From now, in the next 25 years, I want our Tamil community in UK to generate, at least to participate, 1% of UK's GDP. Again, you might not believe what I'm saying. Asian community contributes 8% of the GDP in the UK. And I want Sri Lankan community, the Tamil community, to contribute 1% of the GDP. And I'm sure that we can. And I truly believe in it. And I'll move on, and I have invited someone that I truly respect and my inspiration in many ways. And an individual who has built his own business by himself. And not only he has built a great business, but something that I admire in him is a level of integrity that he holds. It's an honor to have Mr. Surinder Arora with us, and I would like him to share his journey and his experience being in business for the past God knows how many years. Please, Surinder.